I'm like 7 beers down, bro.
Jugsy looks like he's
bro.
turned to stone. How's Jugsy? You doing alright?
Yeah,
Holloway?
no.
He's
Yeah,
turned
I'm
into
doing good.
he's turned into a
I
statue.
turned a
It was like turned to, look.
You got no fucking drink left, bro.
You had a drinks. Look.
Nah, I've got heaps, but I don't want to go downstairs and leave the stream.
Yeah. Do what we got to do, man. Look, we'll just answer a few more
Do what you
questions
gotta do, man.
if there's anything. Because another thing, ZX has a really interesting question, which we can't really help with. But he says, what to do after year 12 because of COVID? I mean, first of all, if you still got... Yeah, I'm always going to say the same thing, man. Follow your dreams, right? I made an Instagram post about it last night because we're made to believe that our dreams are so far away and that they're half a galaxy away. But no, don't fall for that bullshit, right? Because
bullshit.
Once again, this is my very opinionated opinion. If you're a person who thinks that the average person can't become famous, can't become an actor, can't become this, you're a fool. You're a fucking fool. You're a fool, right?
Where they all come from, these fucking famous people, they're ones average.
You know what I mean? So just do what you want to do, ZX. It's up to you, bro. Like I said, numbers don't lie. And DZ uploaded a fucking story, when it was a couple of days ago. You got, since we've been doing music properly, like we've been taking it serious for about, maybe just under 24 months? We've always been doing music, but
a year and a bit, 2
doing
years.
it serious, where we're doing it every day and stuff. This motherfucker's got 16,000 plays, bro.
It's really good.
That's a juicy number, bro. For under 24 months, bro. That's pretty fucking juice, bro. So I mean, it's up to you, bro. Just do whatever you want to do, and don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it. Is basically all I'm trying to say, man.
Bro, if you believe it, and you truly feel in your heart this is your purpose, you will achieve it, man. It might take time. It might take some tribulations. You might go through some stuff. But if you truly believe in your heart you're on the right path, you are on the right path. And if you don't already, I suggest writing every morning in a book. Get yourself a little book from where you based? US?
No, he's Australian.
Alright, well, go to Woolworths, Coles, get a little book, 300 pages, every morning. Right, the date. Right, today is a good day. I'm grateful for this and this and this. I am this and this and this. I am thankful for my career doing, clay making or Scientology or fucking deep sea, observation. Whatever you want to do, write that you're grateful that you do it in your book every morning. I haven't missed a day since 2 years ago, March of fucking 2020 or 2019. I've been writing in the book every morning. I wake up at 5:55 a.m. to go to work. Write the date in my book, first thing, write the date. I'm grateful for this and this and this. I'm grateful I make music. I'm grateful for my fans. Do that, and you will get to where you want to be, bro. The universe has its funny way of doing things. And, even you go through trials, you go through tribulation. Just before we started this podcast, I dropped my 6-pack of beers.
Yeah, that's why we're 10 minutes fucking, 30 minutes behind schedule, because we're waiting on fucking DZ, the banana head.
I bought a case of Great Northerns. I walked in the door. I dropped them. Bought fish and chips for my girlfriend. My hands were full. I dropped the beer.
How do you drop the beer? Don't they have a handle?
Look, man, they gave me a bag at the fish and chip shop, but the bag was ripped. It was a shit bag.
Oh, of course.
I can take it on the chin. I went back to the store. I got another 6-pack. And, I took it what it was. I took it as a lesson in patience. I'm always rushing. My brain's always going, I got to do this. I just finished work. I'm going to come on. I got to do this podcast. And I took it as a lesson in patience. It's like,
hell yeah.
I got punished.
Hey,
you know what I mean? So,
Lady Universe punishing you, bro, for fucking rushing and
that's what it is, man. So whatever you want to do, bro, you can do it. Just keep that mindset. Write in your book every day. Read some books. Do some of your own education. And you'll get where you want to be, man. The universe doesn't want to punish you. It wants to give you what your true purpose is. Just follow the signs, man. You ask for them, you'll see them.
Another cool trick that me and my girlfriend are doing is actually her idea, man. It's a great idea. We've got a little whiteboard, bro. You go to Kmart. It costs you $10 for a whiteboard and some markers, and we just pin it up in our room. You write down your affirmations and you visualize what you want. And Jugsy, you don't do that, do you? I don't see Jugs doing that. Yeah. Jugsy, he's the most spiritual, non-spiritual guy I've ever met. This cunt. He's the most
Bruh.
Fucking hell. So you got no...
I'm not writing on no whiteboard, bro. Fucking... Bro.
None of that?
Nah. I'll get what I want eventually. It'll come.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I reckon everything will fucking fall into place for a reason. I mean,
Exactly.
I've done a lot of different shit, like a lot of different fucking jobs, fucking sports, everything. But the one thing that has never ever left me since a little kid is music. That's the only thing. So I am pretty set on that's what I'm meant to be doing.
Yeah, okay.
And it is, bro. If you feel it,
I don't
it
really
is.
need a whiteboard to tell me that. That's what I want to do. I know in my head, I know that that's what I'm meant to be doing.
That's all you need, bro. That's all you need.
All you need.
See, I had another question too. I was thinking about that. I wanted to ask ages ago, but I totally forgot. So this sort of dabbles a little bit back before how we're talking about like the whole drug thing, but also to do with the Westie thing. Do you guys? I'll start with you, Ozzy. Do you really believe that that like because we're from the West, right? Like, look, this is not a bad place here, but our West is like the worst part. Say you could say, right? Quotations, right? Quotations. You got Mount Druitt. Hold on. Just,
I mean,
you got Mount Druitt. It was pretty bad. Like, I remember when I was a kid, there was cunts stabbing each other and shit. Like, shit was getting pretty crazy, right? So do you believe, Ozzy, on a psychological standpoint too, that the drugs helped a lot of people from the West enhance their music stuff? Because, right, what I'm going to say is, okay, how many times I'd go out with my mates, or me and Mr. Meagley talked about this in the first episode of FireCast, where he was smoking a lot of weed, and that really helped with the whole DJing and because, right, as fucked up as it sounds, before I started smoking a little bit of weed, when I was sober, I would never listen to a song and go, oh, how was that, man?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Never. And it sounds fucked up, and I hate admitting it, but it's the truth. I would never listen to a song when I was sober and go, fuck, how'd they make that sound? Or how'd they make that wop up, wop up, wop in that dubstep song? Or how did that lady go, ha, ha, ha? Like, you know what I mean? I'd never think that. But as soon as I start chuffing on that joint, and I'd be a little bit stoned, and I'd be sitting there with my mates, and we'd all start. Me and Mobsy, me and him were bad for it. We'd get high, and we'd sit there and go, bro, that snare, how is that snare going pung? Or how is that how come her voice has got reverb on it? How does it do that? How does that dubstep song go what the, like, you know what I mean? And we'd be talking about that shit because we were stoned. And then it got to the point where I was smoking so much fucking weed, when I was sober, I was thinking about it. How I would be listening to the radio, and I hate the radio, but back then I'd be at work, you know, I'd be listening to the radio and I'm going, how the fuck did Ed Sheeran make that drum sample? Or how the fuck did Ed Sheeran do the fucking in the A-team when I fucking suck on my dick? Like, how was he doing that shit?
Yeah.
And it started. Next thing you know, I'm DJing sold out fucking clubs in the city. Next thing you know, I'm fucking DJing sold out clubs in Oxford Street, and then I'm coming home and I'm making music with my mates and we're stoned out of our brains. But the love for what I do now literally had such an influence from the weed. It's like I can't not admit it. Like, you know what I mean? Do you think on a psychological standpoint,
that's mad.
From the West, because
that's fucking mad.
Everyone in the West, right? How many times would you go out with your mates, and before I even get to the party, me and Mr. Meagley are going, bro, I can't wait to go back to kick-ons and smoke weed and listen to music.
Yes, bro. That happens every fucking time.
Every time. I was going out, and we all would rather be at kick-ons listening to music, right? Do you think on a psychological point that the weed or the drugs or whatever someone's doing, that has to enhance someone's, like, that enhanced my love for the shit? Well, how do you take that, bro? Like,
well, sorry?
I was gonna say, like, how do you take that, bro? Like, because from the West, bro, a lot of people that are making music and stuff out here, they're still smoking pot, or they're still doing this, and like.
I mean, look at you, Snoop Dogg smokes pot. Like, fuck, man.
It depends on who you are.
It just depends on the person.
And
exactly,
how
like
you use it, bro. It really depends.
Yeah.
You got people, right? I've met people before who are so high functioning and high off life, and they fucking do everything they want. But then there's some. I think just drugs is such a fucking topic.
It's a hard topic, bro.
It's complex, bro. But it comes down to the same thing. You need the drug.
I mean,
and that's the shit thing. Not the need, but you want it. Like want turns into need though if you're not weak in the mind, but like if you let it come to that. And the thing is about that, like it's not you're not on a wavelength of normality, especially weed's the precedent. So what you probably were doing, I'm not saying like this is your experience, not mine, but my observation is if you were able to come into contact with a part of yourself that was enabling you to probably absorb content a little bit better, right? And be like, holy shit, I can get it. Because depressants, a lot of people actually speak like that. They're like, oh man, it lets me go to this relaxed place and I pick up shit. I'm like, bro, this depressant, it slows your body down, right? So scientifically it makes sense, but in an enhancement way, like I can't really say. I say if you're in that state and you're capable of being a person who can, have that talent, because some people too smoke weed because they're so anxious, and your brain can only allocate so many resources to one thing at a time. So if you're getting prepped to go party and then you hear a song, you're like, fuck, or you're just thinking something else, like even a bad thought comes by, you're just like, shit. Your brain holds it when you're on a drug, a depressant, especially like that's slowed down. Yeah. And you can come into contact with that kind of part of yourself.
I get exactly what you're saying. And speaking as Friendly Fire's biological brother, I've known this man my whole life, as he would, and he is very high functioning. I got to do this, I got to do that, this over here, this over that, and weed, marijuana as a depressant.
The cogs don't stop.
Which slows you down, allows you to kind of analyze the music you're consuming and be like, hang on, there's more sounds here. A lot of people are passive listeners and they'll listen to Little Pump going Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, and they love that shit.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's because their brain is so, they're not really taking in what's going on. So
because your consciousness is at the front.
You smoke a little bit of marijuana, it's able for a lot of people to kind of show them the layers of this life. You know what I'm saying? You can hear the sound. You hear instead of hearing the beat, you hear the drum and you hear the snare and you hear the guitar.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it does. And you don't need drugs by any means to do that. You can do that through deep meditation, through practice.
That's what I'm saying as well, especially like I've spoken to you and Dylan's right. Like he knows you better than me. You're high functioning, bro. Right? And I'm kind of the same. Like that's where I feel like we're on the same wavelength sometimes, the cogs in my head are like fucking going a million miles an hour. How the fuck do I touch an emotion? For me, I've learned to take a step back, breathe in, even have a mini meditative state in my head where I stop thinking about what's in front of me and analyzing that situation and being with the person. Right? So it's like that, and it's come to my attention that when you were talking about before, you kind of got to that state on your own, like in the absence of it, because you said to me, you were like, even in the car, like I picked up the radio and shit like that. It's always been a part of you, bro, because you've had that passion and that drive for music. It's just probably being like you said, you work a night shift, having a different sleep schedule to probably what you used to can really fuck you over. Your body over, especially. You have it's the variables of your life. You know what I'm saying? I can kind of screw around with it a little bit. So it makes sense. And you know what, bro? Like, fuck. Kudos.
Yeah, well,
it's fine. It's fine. It's like just with the realm of drugs, the only thing you worry about with drugs is dependency and debilitating dependency. But I know you well to know that you're not that kind of guy, so it's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Well, that's the crazy thing too, because I was young and back then, the weed helped me get into the music. But now I don't smoke weed anymore. I haven't smoked weed in years.
There you go.
So it's like
because you came into that party stuff.
But it's like it kind of like unlocked the whole music thing on a new level, and then I was able to just it's just consumed my life.
Delve into
the music thing, bro.
Yeah.
You don't always need to. You just for any person in any experience, whether it's through drugs, whether it's through trauma, whether it's through something that happens, it might trigger something that you didn't realize before. It doesn't mean you have to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? So if weed might trigger this little thing that's inside you that you can kind of grow on and develop on without weed after it, and that's on you. You know what I mean? It's the same with trauma. If you get abused as a child and this one particular beating from your stepdad, kind of triggered something inside. It doesn't mean you have to get beat by a stepdad every single time to get back to that place. You know what I'm saying?
It's just like a
It might
memory,
have
yeah.
just- Exactly. It's triggered something inside you that you can grow from. It's
Your
triggered
brain's
the
fickle.
seed that you can grow from. So it's not
Yep.
always necessarily, it doesn't mean you have to keep chuffing weed every day to get
Mm.
back to that place. It might trigger some,
Yeah.
oh, I thought of this beat and I thought of music on a deeper level. Now I can take that experience and learn from it, or I can keep depending on weed thinking, oh, I can't get back to this place unless I have weed. That means you haven't really fully gotten there. You know what I'm saying? If you think you have to keep using this key to open the same door, then you might have a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah, that's
some
gonna,
people
And that's it.
you,
You just answered the question.
you can
literally.
open the door and you can get there and you can grow from that without touching it again. I was smoking quite often for a little while there when I was younger. I've stopped a lot lately.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean I have to keep smoking weed to get back to these same places. I know what it's given me, what I need to learn from it. You know what I'm saying? And you don't need to abuse that.
See, that's
Grow
the
as a
thing.
person.
Some people like us can use it as a learning curve and like kind of a little bit of like a gate into what's on the other side. But then there's people who take it the complete wrong way and they just dive down this hole of no
Rabbit hole.
return, which
Oh,
is the people that then Ozzy would have to work with as his job.
Mhm.
You've got to help these people who take it the wrong way and dive down that hole of no return. And like you said before, that they then become, fucked. Like they're there and they got to come talk to blokes like you, psychologists who need to help them and things like that. So that's kind of what's kind of scary. You know what I mean? What about you, Holloway? How do you think that drugs in the West influence the West music? Because I know there's a lot of people from here were doing drugs. A lot. Like
I don't know much about the fucking West scene,
You don't
even
really
though I'm from
listen,
here, but
do you?
I don't really listen. Nah, not really. But even your story as well, I relate to that as well. Like that shit has happened to me before, where I've listened to songs, and one song in particular. Every time I get high, I always listen to the same song, always, because it sounds mad. The song "Trampoline." I don't know how. I don't know
Trampoline? By who?
Yeah, the song. It's I've been having dreams.
Oh,
Reality.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
when I hear that song when I'm high, it sounds fucking mad.
Yeah,
That song
it's
sounds mad. But I don't care for the song when I'm sober. But me, like you were saying, everyone's different. Everyone has their fucking. Some people are high functioning, drug users. I am not. Man, I am so like I get my most done when I'm just completely sober, no drinks, no nothing. Yeah. As soon as I have even just a puff of a joint, I am disabled. I can't do anything, bro. I can't do a thing.
$10,000.
Bro, I will have the best ideas, and I'll just have a tiny puff, and I am gone. I just will sit there and I'll just do nothing, and my brain will just be going a million miles an hour. Because that's, it's fucked, man. It sucks because you hear about all these people, they have fucking great ideas when they're high. I want to do that as well. But that doesn't happen to me. I just turn to shit and I can't think of anything. I can't keep my thought. I'm just sitting there like. Fuck.
You were telling me this. You were telling me this.
When
When you went to have a shower.
Yeah, bro. See, shit like that. I just was outside and I was like, fuck. It was a nice day. I just had a little spliff and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna have a little bit of this. And then I went inside and I'd completely forgotten what was going on. I went into my shower, right? And I don't smoke weed often, so the shit hits me hard.
Yeah,
right?
so you get high, like
I get high off little bits, and I didn't have, and I think I might have had too much. Anyway, I went in the shower, and I always fucking get this weird ass thoughts, and I just was in the shower, and I just like thought to myself, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing in the shower right now? Like, bro, it was in the middle of the day. Like, no one does in the middle of the day like that, really. And I was like, fuck. And I started like overthinking, like, should I be showering right now? And then, right, the door was shut. The door in the shower was shut, right?
Yeah.
And I started getting, and I'm not claustrophobic, but I started getting claustrophobic. I started freaking out a little bit. I'm like, fuck, man. I might be stuck in here. I felt like I couldn't leave, bro. I couldn't leave the shower.
You just got too high. You got too high.
Yeah, I got. But that's what happens every time. And I try to just do a little tiny bit to like, so everything is more enhanced, like what you're saying.
Yeah.
But every time it just fucks me like that. Every time I'm like, no, it ruins me.
Yeah.
You gotta get used to it, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't want to get used to it. I don't want to get used to fucking smoking weed. That sounds stupid. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah. Well, look, I feel like I'm the same too. Like when I'm sober, when I 100% work. That's why I made myself a rule that obviously when I'm working full time, I've been pretty bad during COVID. But when I'm working full time, I don't even drink during the week. The only time and literally most of my friends, like it's normal for an Aussie male to finish work. You have 1 beer, you have 2 beers, you have dinner, you go to bed. That's normal. That is literally normal, right? In our society and culture, right? I don't do that. I don't do that because when I usually come home from work, I finish work, and the first thing I want to do is make music. Music. So I start working on the music. So I made myself a rule. Okay, I'm not going to be that guy that has 1 beer or 2 beers after work to refresh myself, because as soon as it's kind of like Holloway, as soon as I have that in my mind, if I'm drinking, I'm partying.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking because I love the taste of beer and I love the taste of wine and look at this grape that was made in fucking 1980. Oh my god, juicy pussies. Nah. If I'm drinking, bro, I'm partying. I'm getting lit. I'm getting fucking fried. We're having a good time. I'm vibing. So that's why during the week I don't drink. But obviously during COVID it's a little bit fucking different, because we're not working and shit like that. But I feel like I'm the same, bro. I feel like when I'm sober, I'm at my peak form.
Yeah.
I'm at my peak form.
Me too.
But I was never like that. I wasn't like that when I was younger until I started smoking that little bit of weed. Then I opened up all these avenues, don't smoke weed anymore, and I'm like this crazy ADHD kid who's always going 100 miles an hour and not even smoke weed. I'm literally high on life and high on the music, bro. Like, it's just fucking, it's just crazy how some people can be so different, you know what I mean? And then, especially with music. Because I think coming out the West too, bro, like I was saying before, everyone from the West, bro, all we cared about back here was kick-ons.
Yeah.
Everyone. Didn't matter if you were from St. Clair, Mount Druitt, Erskine Park. We all had the one thing in common, and kick-ons was where the funny shit happened. You know what I mean? But at what point that most people and most artists that you see are making good music, they're probably going to kick-ons and talking about music and making music. Like, the amount of times me and Mode B would go to a kick-ons and me and him would sneak off with a laptop that he'd bring in his backpack or something, or someone's computer, and we'd download FL Studio demo version and start making drums and shit like that. We done that so many times, bro. So many times. So I think, I don't know, I think the West, I think the drug influence in the West with the music is very
At the end of the day, it depends on who you are, man. I just saw an interview of Cursor, I think yesterday, of Cursor yesterday, talking about how he started abusing the Xans. He started off, for anxiety, one a day, and then turned to 2 a day, and then turned to 3 a day, and then 6 a day.
So wait, hold on. So he's claiming he had anxiety, or nah?
Well, that's what he said.
That motherfucker didn't have anxiety, bro. He's from Campbelltown, bro. Come on.
Well, anyway, regardless,
like fuck.
It depends on who you are. I think, like, absolutely. Being right now, after being with my girlfriend for so long, right? My girlfriend is so spiritual, and has shown me so many things. It's like opened up a whole new door of, like, you can get to these places without drugs. In my personal opinion, the thing is, drugs is a shortcut for a lot of people, and it helps them open and view the world in a way they've never viewed the world before. You know what I mean? And that's what it's about at the end of the day. It's about seeing the world like you never have before.
Perspective, yeah.
Exactly. I show in the group chat all the time, Callan and Holloway, you would know. I always show those fucking, now you won't let go.
Yeah. I posted one of those the other day.
I love those videos. And it's because it allows me to see the world in a way I've never seen it before. You know what I mean? I look at these videos, and Iggy, if you don't know, these videos I'm talking about are on TikTok and Instagram Reels, where it'll have that same sound. Now you won't let go. The song's called "Let Go" by Arc Patrol. It's a great song, and it's just some real spacey, weird shit. But people put it over these images of like an alternate world, or like some mystical realm, and it makes you feel something, bro. Like you look at these photos with that
100%.
song playing, it makes you feel something. And I always send them in the group inbox, and it'd be like, the video would be like, what world would you pick to live in? Alternate reality. And it'll show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of like a different like.
You love them videos.
Yeah,
He does.
bro. And it
They're
makes
good.
you feel something. Like it makes you feel something, and it makes you realize, wow, there is something more than me in this world. You know what I mean? And it's like you transport your mind to the great universe. And that's why I love those videos so much. And the reality is, drugs, especially psychedelics, for some people, help them take that first step.
Yeah.
Seeing that there's more than them in the world.
Yeah.
So, obviously you don't need drugs. I'm a big fan of meditation. I've taken it up recently. I try to meditate every day, at least 10 minutes. Full on with my crystals, legs crossed, fucking
So
warm.
yeah, you go full Zenyatta on it, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, man, and I can see how
Zenyatta.
people transport themselves. And that's what it's about. Sometimes for drugs, the reality is psychedelics help people get to that first step. You know what I mean?
Yeah, damn, man, that's fucking crazy. I was just thinking about that too, because especially with Izzy Locks releasing his album, man, and it bro, like, man, I gotta give it to him, bro. It sounds like a professionally made album, bro.
He's good at what he does, bro. Izzy Locks,
it
if you want the vibe.
It sounds like a top-notch
Yeah,
album,
man.
and I know for a fact that this cunt is sitting in his bedroom smoking a spliff while he's doing that shit. So like
It's
the talent
bro.
that these people have from out here, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just crazy, bro. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary.
Go stream that shit. MIA by Izzy Locks.
Yeah, man.
Go stream that. It's a great album. I think it's 11 songs. If you like music,
banger,
you like vibing, Aussie music with a bit of a twist, it sounds different. He's good at what he does, man. Go stream that shit. It was good.
Yeah, for real, man. Boys, fuck. Should we wrap that up, bro? We're at 2:40.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
2 hours and 40 minutes. It's our longest episode yet, man. God damn.
I'm telling you, man, streaming when you're live, bro, the time goes.
Yeah, fucking earth.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, man.
Doesn't even feel that long to me, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I
no.
mean, we can always keep going and just cut it in half, bro. you can fuck it. I mean, it's up to you, but.
Man, I'm down, bro. I'm fucking vibing. I've
I'm
got nothing
vibing,
else to
man.
do, bro. I'm stuck in
I've got
lockdown.
that's the same I've better do.
What else
What about
am
you,
I-
Brad?
Oh, I got nothing to do.
Well,
I
hey.
think we should do episode
at work.
15, and if we go 16, if we go another couple hours because it's live, people can drop in and drop out whenever they want.
Yeah, that's
Keep
interesting.
going.
Well, I think, is there any questions in the chat, maybe?
Episode 17.
Let me read. Right, so in the chat,
Oh, back
Okay,
a
so
second. Let me just go.
Shade Killer. No, Noel said he fell asleep. Shade Killer said reject sleep, return to E. ZX says back to DZ about movies and TV show. He said, remember ABC and the dark shit on there. Yeah, Noel. Noel says in the chat. Noel says in the chat he's got nowhere else to go, nowhere else to be. We might as well fucking keep going. ABC, look, guys, start flooding questions. Start answering questions, asking questions. Don't be shy. It can be about anything. It doesn't have to be about what we're talking about. But what?
How long did you say this was, Iggy? Because we should wrap up this episode. And if we keep going, we keep going. And we just do episode 17, the same shit.
Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah. Look, I don't know if there's a 3-hour limit on Spreaker. I don't know that. I know that our what's the called, that thing we got? What's it called?
Fuck knows. I don't know.
That thing we bought. That thing we bought. What's this thing called? What's that thing called?
A podcast machine. The Rode podcast machine.
This only records for 3 hours at a time. I don't know if Spreaker has a limit.
Oh, okay.
But if it
anyway,
does, either way, we can do part 1, part 2. Fuck it.
Yeah, but
We're vibing.
Yeah,
We're vibing. We're vibing. Who gives a fuck?
I mean, I'm almost out of beers, bro.
Hey, you only bought
Why'd you only buy a fucking
six-pack?
idiot?
Well,
You
I
idiot.
bought a 12-pack, thank you very much, bro. I walked in the front door. I
You've
dropped
drunk
my
all
fucking
12 of them.
first 6-pack. I didn't even get to drink them.
Mate, I'm not. I haven't even. Hold on a second. Mate, I got fucking like 12 beers left, 500 ml, and I still got this motherfucker, boys. Look at this, boys.
I'm 8 beers down, bro. I'm pretty fucking tipsy.
Damn, man. Look, so ZX says, do we remember the stuff about. What? About
ABC.
ABC and Sesame Street?
I don't know about ABC, but let me tell you something, right? Have you guys heard...
Look, I don't know about
Go on,
ABC, but there is giants that live on the.
Look,
Yeah, but
Yo, wait,
for real.
Iggy. Someone's gonna scull a beer for a tip.
Oh, fucking hell, bro. I'm fucking sculling right now, bro. We've done that for
Yeah,
fucking
Ocean.
free.
Well,
I'll
you
do it
better
for
live
free.
up to that, bro.
I'll do it for free, cunt.
Let's go. Brad will do it.
Bear back, let me go grab one and do a piss so I can refuel from the skull.
There you go. Ocean, man. This guy.
I'm almost out of beers. I would, but I've got.
And how do you tip? You go to he's got in the panels. There's a donate panel.
Yeah, because Friendly Fire's not an affiliate yet. You got to go through links and shit.
Through there. And
Yeah, we're probably gonna chop this up into 2 episodes.
That's cool.
And
That's
we've
cool.
been here for a while, bro.
I've been here for ages. I'm trying to I'm battling myself to think for the vape, bro. I'm like, fuck.
Just
I wanna
smoke
go
it,
the
bro.
vape.
Fuck it, who cares, bro?
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm pretty drunk, to be honest. I'm
Yeah.
not a big drinker, bro. I got a fucking 6-pack. I walked in the door, I dropped it, it smashed.
Yeah, I know.
I bought another one. 2 beers survived from that first mishap, so I'm about.
That's good.
And I'm on my last quarter now, so I'm
Fuck.
So, okay.
I'm not even drinking.
I'm 8 beers down now.
So
Yeah, Dylan.
Which is a lot for me.
Oyen says we should all. I'm not doing it by myself. We should all scull a beer right now.
I have a bee butt.
Oh, I
I'll
would
make
if I
a whiskey
could.
though.
Hey, what do you think, Ozzy?
Yeah.
Me and Holloway were just
Oh,
saying we've got
this one.
nothing else to do, bro. We're vibing, bro. Chat's vibing.
I'm vibing.
Iggy,
I'm vibing.
Iggy, listen up. Real talk. If you want to do 2 parts,
Yeah.
you should probably do the outro for the first part. And
Okay.
then we'll keep going. Because, yeah, man,
so
we've been
let's-
a while, bro.
All right. So let's pretend this would be the end of episode 16, part 1.
Hell yeah.
Bro, no. Hold on. Fuck that, bro. Let's just
Well,
do.
17.
Bro, who cares? You just do episode 16 and episode 17 with the same guest. Who cares?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Doesn't
Because
have to-
we're going to 100 with the cigar, bro. We got a while.
Yeah.
Gonna take a while.
So doing the 2. Okay. All right. So let's pretend this would be the end of episode 16. And thank you guys so much for listening to FireCast with my co-host DZ.
What's cracking, bitch?
And we had Aussie slang streamer TJMR member and Holloway, who's not here, who's also a TJMR member. He's here. And thanks for coming on, boys.
Listen to the music. Listen
Thanks
to
to the music, stream everything.
Easy Locks EP, MIA. Listen to all that
And
shit.
then sound effect. Welcome to episode 17 with my co-host DZ.
What's cracking, bitch?
And on today's episode, we have Aussie slang and Holloway who's back for episode 17. What's going on,
Let's
baby?
go, baby.
Let's go.
I can hear my sister going.
Yes.
Hey, all right, Ujin. Brad's gonna scull the beer.
Oh, okay, hold on. Yeah. Okay, so Oyen, who's actually in my bedroom right now, I'll come say hello. He's asking me how to.
Hey, what's up, bro?
The camera's here. You gotta move over a bit. Oh no, I can see you. Yeah. Okay, so he's asking how to tip, and we got to scull a beer. What do you mean tip? As in like donate?
Donate.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
how do you?
Donate panel down the bottom.
I'm not a. You have to go on my about page.
Here you go.
On my about.
I'll try to figure it out.
In
We're sculling now or not?
yeah, wait, scull a beer. So go
Is
to
he
my
sculling it
about
now?
page. Go to my about page on Twitch.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. Yo, episode 17. Are we sculling? What are we sculling? Ready? Hey, I've got the short end with the big can here, motherfucker. So.
I don't even have a bee, bro. I'll be here just like, yo.
Hey, look
let's
at
go.
Holloway. Oh, he's been waiting for this moment. Look at him with his little vortex.
He's keen, bro.
God damn. All right, boys.
What kind of tip? Money tip,
Bro,
bro.
last time I done this, not gonna lie, it fucking went all over my shit.
Yeah, on my stream,
Don't
bro.
don't stain that jumper, man.
Bro.
Ready? Go.
Alright.
He's vortexing it too.
Look at him, vortex.
He's smashing it.
You dirty old
Turn to
motherfucker.
fucking fro.
You dirty motherfucker.
He's hectic. That's mad.
I need a post. I need a waitress to give me ice.
Ah,
Ah,
god
You wanna
damn!
give me ice, boo boo?
And now I got another
Yes.
one right here.
Gosh, she's actually doing it.
Ray!
Everyone's
Look at the boys.
Pog Champ in the chat for my missus is getting me some ice on my whiskey.
Yo, Pog Champ!
Yes. Right, so episode 17. I mean, fuck. I guess we can just continue where we fucking left off, eh? I mean, what the fuck were we talking about before we started sculling beers?
Sesame Street.
Oh, that's right. So ZX is asking. ZX is asking in the chat if we remember the dark shit on the TV about ABCC. I remember hearing something about that. They had a lot of subliminal messages and stuff like that, but I don't particularly remember what they were about. Subliminal, like those type of messages in TV and music have been a thing, like what, since humans started making music and TV, hasn't it? Like, they reckon Warner Brothers have the little things in their movies and the shit like that. So I'm not too sure. I mean, Holloway, I mean, you don't really believe in anything, so what do you think? Do you think there's actually do you actually think there's like signs in music and TV or not really? Like,
I think there are, but I couldn't care less about them.
okay.
That's my thought. Yeah, there probably are, but like,
Yeah.
what are they trying to tell me? What they're trying to tell me, I don't really care. Like,
Listen,
Okay.
I got a lot to say on this. All right.
Calm
Okay.
down, bro. Calm down, bro. Fuck, have another beer. Have another beer.
Spider-Man No Way Home, right, is about Project Bluebeam. So if you don't know, Project Bluebeam is an old conspiracy theory first put forward by an old French dude in like might have been the 1960s. And anyway, this dude, right, the way he believes the world is going to come into one thing, one government, one currency, everything's the same, right? Instead of having Australia and America, it's just going to be Earth, right? The way the governments of the world are going to do that is by faking an alien invasion with holograms that makes people abandon all their religion. So they go, oh fuck, Jesus Christ obviously isn't real because these aliens are here. So instead of believing in Jesus Christ, I'm going to believe in these aliens. That's how they're going to do it. So, and with this COVID stuff that's going on, it looks like it's falling exactly into place how these people have said it would. So that's why I'm a firm believer. If you start seeing weird shit, UFOs in the sky,
It's probably not real.
keep your wits about you, man, because Project Bluebeam first posed, I'm forgetting his name, but if you do your research, just type in Project Bluebeam on Google. I'm sure you'll find it. In maybe the 1960s, maybe a bit more, a bit less, 1980s maybe. This French dude first posed this, that the governments of the world would fake an alien invasion with advanced technology that would make people abandon their religions and believe in these new aliens. And these new aliens are actually the Antichrist. And the thing is, in the Bible, it says if you get the mark of the beast, which is either an implant in your palm or in your forehead, if you get this implant, you'll be able to buy and sell goods for 7 years.
So confused. What the fuck does he have to do with Spider-Man?
Because in Spider-Man No Way Home, the character, Jake Gyllenhaal's character, the villain of the movie, he attacks Earth with fake holograms and fake, like, he has drones.
Yep.
He has drones, but he uses holograms to make them look like evil beasts, like a water elemental and shit, right? And Spider-Man fights it thinking, and Earth thinks, all right, this Jake Gyllenhaal character, he's saving Earth. He's fighting off these bad characters. But these characters are actually fake holograms. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. So
He's pretending to fight them off to be a hero.
He makes him look like the hero, but it's just holograms, yeah.
Yeah, and that's similar. It sounds like Project Bluebeam, which is where they fake an alien invasion. The governments of Earth unite together. They say, all right, fuck, we're going to handle these aliens. Everything becomes one government, one currency, one world. That's why I'm so big into cryptocurrency, because cash is on the way out, bruh. I'm telling you, if you're not into cryptocurrency, do your research and get into it. XRP, H-bar,
Quant.
QNT. These are cryptocurrencies that are going to be, the fathers of the new system that's coming in.
Yeah, but see,
Basically, it's all about tearing down the old and bringing in the new. That's what this COVID and all this shit is about. It's about tearing down the old system to bring in this new system. And that's where countries in Africa are going to all be integrated into this one system. So people think now Africa, oh, it's poor. Or Africa, it's not like here. That's going to change. And Akon and shit like that, where they're building, futuristic cities, that's going to be the future. And everyone's going to run under this one government, one currency. Anyway, that's what they say. Project Bluebeam, look it up if you're interested in what I'm saying.
yeah, but okay. So here's the one thing that wigs me out about the whole alien Project Bluebeam shit. Right? Is I was watching these videos and reading articles and once again, you don't know if it's true or not because it's on the internet. But apparently, people have been making alien claims and UFO claims since like the 60s. Right? That's a fucking that's a long time for people to be making accusations about the same thing. So surely these people are seeing something because it's too coincidence for everyone to be fucking around with. Like, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah, man.
Like, I don't know. I would never in a million years pretend and fake a UFO sighting. I would never. But there would be people out there that have done it and they make it sound believable. But there has been like bro. I read what was it called? I can't remember the name of it, but the US government back in like the 60s or 70s made a project that was like Project Bluebeam, but it was called something else, and it was because they got so many UFO sighting reports, they had no choice but to actually physically investigate it with the US Air Force. So they were sending out jets in the middle of the night to like watch out for UFO sightings and aliens and shit. And some of those people that worked in the military were actually finding shit. They were coming across things in the air. They were flying in weird patterns and doing weird shit, bro. So
listen to me. If you're interested in anything we are saying, I encourage you to go look at the CIA declassified documents on UFOs. It happened in, what was it? Maybe June of this year. The CIA declassified all documents they had on UFOs because Donald Trump made them. And you can see shit in there that is fucked up, bro. Like people on Mars. These CIA documents have shit of people on Mars being time travelers and who have seen Mars thousands of years in the past. This is in real CIA declassified documents. And UFOs moving... things that move in weird ways that gravity can't explain or natural physics can't explain. This shit is real. You can go look at this and see for yourself, man. There is weird shit out there.
Ozzy, what do you think? Surely you believe... You're the type of guy that believes in aliens, eh? Surely.
Aliens?
Yeah.
Aliens?
What the fuck's an alien?
He's gonna sleep.
Yeah, no. Aliens, yeah. I don't know. It's hard. Because I believe in the shit Dylan's saying. I believe like there's a lot of shit we don't know. And
Okay. So just to interrupt you, sorry, because you said you believe in God and Jesus, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so in your religion, do they speak about aliens or no? That's one thing I've never asked a religious person that. Do you also believe it? Because did God create aliens or no? Is it just us? Like, how does that work?
Well, some in the Catholic Bible, like, I don't know, man. Like, again, you got to remember, like, certain texts are made so long ago, and they couldn't put, like, again, it's perspective. Like, if the Bible's 2,000 years old, bro, and there's so many translations issues in it anyway, because it's half of it's the Judaistic text, the Old Testament. Then there's so much shit that's gone wrong in that thing, you know. And again,
let me just quickly to clarify for people. So they have the Old Testament, right? Which in the Old Testament it says slaves should treat their masters as they would God. Slaves should bow down to their masters. That's what it says in the Old Testament. It's pro-slaves and pro-having slaves and all that shit. But then they've edited the New Testament and they've taken that stuff out.
Yeah.
So, you got to keep in mind that religion is constantly evolving with time.
Yeah.
It's like anything. Everything changes over time, but
keep that in mind. Anyway, sorry, bro. I
Because-
thought that was important,
yeah.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
keep going.
No, it's true because Judaism was so massively impacted by Egyptian law and mythology and religion back in but back when the Israelites were being ruled over by the Egyptians. You know, that was their law, man, their decree, bro. But because they were the slaves, and they built all the Egyptian stuff, you know, and then Moses got them out of there. But again, that's the story, you know. But if you ask, like, people in the Bible, it talks about like a lot of like, I mean, heaven is considered to be a place above. So if you believe in the stars and the sky, that can be, it's called the heavens. You know, you're ascending to the heavens and all that stuff. So it's hard because the language is different to how we do it now. So you're asking me to talk about UFOs and shit. A person could think like, holy shit, that thing's an angel because it has wings and it's flying about weirdly. You know, like, oh my god, and it's divine intervention and shit. Divine intervention, divinity is associated with heaven, and divine intervention is coming down upon. So if you take that language, that terminology, and be like, holy shit, in this today's language, that's like something's coming down to interrupt. That's what intervention is. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you.
Yeah,
I
so,
get
like,
exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, so shit like that is been recorded, right? But it's been recorded in the perspective of the people 2,000 years ago, and then even older than that, because again, the Old Testament is made up of Judaistic texts, because you know they come together in the Bible and that. So, but if you ask me if I believe in aliens, and that, I think there's a place for it, and I think that is the reason, because you got to remember, like, there is evidence like gods and shit. The gods come down from above, but there was more than one back in the day, and they believed in that. The Egyptians, the Vikings, the Sumerians, the Mesopotamians, Sumerians are Mesopotamians, and the Persians as well. Even I think even the Chinese and Japanese believed
Definitely,
at one point
yeah.
too. Even evil Onis that are demons,
Yeah,
demon
yeah.
gods and shit. You know, like, so. But again, in what I believe is, I do believe in the one high almighty thing.
Yeah.
I call it God. I call that God.
King, God,
And these other things, these other things, because you got to remember too, like, the gods and shit, they all were in charge of a certain aspect of life,
serving a purpose.
serving a purpose in
Yeah.
nature too, and
Yeah.
nature is the universe,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So they had and there was different. It's come down to perspective as well, not perspective, but like understanding. So if you talk about, I believe aliens probably come from a place that, because the universe is vast and different, man. We haven't discovered it all yet, and wherever they come from, you know, coming down upon, I believe, to come to the conclusion that there is that the external exists, and that there could be external things. Because you believe in religion or any god or any you know, whatever higher entity, you have to believe in the fact that it's external. It's not here. It's not present. You know, especially like death. Death is the end of life and a part of life, but it's external. It's not now. It's not
Yeah,
here.
hell yeah.
You're living.
You can't understand
Right?
it yet.
So that is where I stand on aliens. Again, there is a place for it. That's the only thing I can really say, man. Because in my perspective of it, I've encountered too much spiritual shit to to completely pin off spirituality, because I believe in it so massively. I've had so much shit happen in my life that's really fucked up. Especially when Anthony died, and Brad knows what I'm talking about. You know, that fucked me up massively.
Yeah.
And for those that don't know, Anthony was like one of our best mates back in the day. But then I've talk about aliens and shit, and it's like, logically speaking, it's actually not far fetched, man.
It's
Especially
not
when you
far
have these worlds that could have,
It's not,
you know, and it's fucked. Exactly. So that's where belief and logic have their little spin.
Let me just. Sorry, bro. Just piggybacking off what you're saying, because I don't want to forget. Like, people will look at a giraffe. You know, that's a fucking animal with a long neck. It's got hooves. It's got yellow and brown spots. And go, yeah, that's the giraffe. Look at that thing, man. If people told you that, if it didn't exist and someone told you about that, you'd think, wow, this guy is off his nut.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what I mean? Like, Earth, there's so much more to it than we can comprehend. Like, even cats, right? Like, me and my missus will be chilling in bed, and the cat will be in the room, and the cat will start going. And the cat is looking. Listen, but the cat.
I feel that, bro. I've read some weird shit on the cat.
Something.
Yeah. He can see something that you can't. Yeah.
And then
Animals do.
that night, I start having fucked up dreams where I'm like in a world and there's a man with no face and a fedora chasing me. You know what I mean? Like, so there's obviously more to life. If you look for the signs, you'll see that there's more to life than you were led to believe.
Yeah, so what about you, Jugsy? Aliens and shit. I don't know. I feel like once again he doesn't give a fuck. But Jugsy is the biggest atheist I've ever met. He's
Is aliens fucking part of atheism or what?
I think so. I don't know. No, well, okay. I'll give you guys an example, right?
Aliens is like throwing a bucket in the ocean, and then you reel that bucket in, and you see there's no aliens in it, and you go, "Wow, aliens must not exist." You know what I mean? Like, look how big the ocean is.
Yeah.
So it's more likely that aliens exist than they don't.
Yeah, probably. I remember watching something about it, about fucking like the aliens and shit, and they got asked the same question, and they talked about how if they were real, they would have shown themselves by now. Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
If they were real, then we would know. Yeah. And they're saying, and then someone said something about their technology, right? That might be so advanced that
I don't care.
That they have like tiny bits of technology that is watching us right now that we can't even see. So I was like, fuck. Blew my fucking brain. I was like, fuck. Yeah, like they might have, because I always said that. I always said, well, if they were real and they're so advanced, they would want to be exploring the universe like we are trying to as well, and we haven't got that far, but we've only been doing it for not long, a few fucking thousand years. They've been around for They would be so advanced that they would have been they would have reached Earth by now. Like they would have been here by now. Well, that was my take on it. But then when I heard someone say, like, it could be so advanced that their technology it's like hidden to us. We cannot even see it. They might have tiny fucking cameras. Our cameras reflects light. We've been making cameras for what? Fucking 100 years. Not even. And they're already getting, they're that small. Yeah. If they've been making cameras for fucking 13 million years, these things could be smaller than a fucking atom and be able to monitor the whole Earth. We don't even know.
Right. If you put the history of the Earth into 12-hour time, dinosaur extinction happened at 11:58 p.m. and all of human history is not even 12 a.m. That's how tiny of a slip of Earth universal time we are taking up.
Because look, interesting too that Noel Simp in the chat says that it's the universe and there just can't be one apex. And I'm gonna assume an apex means like a galaxy, because isn't there like 10 million galaxies in the fucking universe or something like?
More than that. More than that.
Yeah, fucking way more.
He definitely, he's got a point there, bro. And same with, like, black holes. Apparently, Stephen Hawking, for his whole life, was warning us about black holes. Black holes. If a black hole fucking does this and does that, it's going to destroy us. But that is kind of true. Like, no one knows. Isn't it like if a black hole was to come near Earth, we'd be fucked or something? Like...
Yeah.
Have you seen...
Well, black holes are gravitational singularities. Yeah. Physicists describe them as, that's why when you have the black hole is literally a black hole and they have the horizon, not even light can escape. And light is energy, by the way, but it's emitted, right? Not even light can escape it. So gravity, this is why there's so many, I'm taking this to anime. I love anime characters that can manipulate gravity because they're OP as fuck, right? Gravity is literally, right, the fucking force, man. And when you think about gravity is a definition is what? Attraction.
Oh, yeah.
So back to what Dylan was saying, the laws of attraction. So when you think about it, it's not far-fetched because it's linked. It comes in. It's connection, right? So when you have a black hole is so fucking the gravitational pull on it is so fucking massive, right? That not even light can escape it once you get close enough. And if a planet gets close enough to that, it's kind of falling apart and being decimated in there. And again, what's in a black hole? What's past the gravitational flux, man? Like they did that. They posted what was that movie? Interstellar was a
Oh,
fantastic.
dude, I've been waiting to say it. Interstellar. If you have not seen Interstellar, go watch Interstellar, bro. That is an awesome movie, bro. Interstellar, my favorite movie. Real shit, bro.
How new is fucking Interstellar? Is that old movie?
2014. I think it came out.
I've never even heard of that.
2 years ago.
Christopher Nolan. It's got fucking what's the fucking all right. What's that guy's name?
Fucking
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey. Yeah, he's an actor. Yeah.
That's my favorite movie. If you ask me what my favorite movie is,
really,
that's it.
What's your favorite movie?
Watch it. Watch Interstellar right now.
What are you saying in the chat? Best movie? I've never heard of it. What the hell?
Yeah,
neither have I. I want to fucking watch it,
bro.
Now, right now.
So good. It's on Netflix, I think.
Is it? Fuck.
Yeah, Interstellar.
Yeah.
Go watch Interstellar, bro, because that's exactly what Alan's saying.
Yeah, and that's what it is, bro. Because black holes, bro. Because remember, it's like the Big Bang, especially because the Big Bang, you can see the Big Bang. Did you know that?
Yeah, but
the Big Bang was so far away, right? Or like so long ago that it's so massive as well that where we are apparently on the universal map. Because again, the universal, they have NASA, I think, have an image of how much of the universe they've covered in this big fucking thing, and the Earth is like you can't even see the fucking the galaxy even. It's fucking less than that, bro, on this massive picture, and you got black holes everywhere, and the Big Bang, so much light from when it happened is still traveling.
Wait, what? See, that's crazy.
Yeah, man, it's fucking.
You need to listen to that fucking Neil deGrasse thing. They talk about he talks about that too. That with the telescope, they have a telescope where they can see. You can see the Big Bang. You can literally see it.
You can see it
still right now. You can look 13.8 billion years back.
Yeah, the baby
are on live stream.
Yes.
Look at the baby. Look at the baby.
The baby's about to fall out of her arms and shit. That's hilarious.
So
you can literally still see it. That's fucked up, man. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
You can, bro.
Listen, bro. It's science. They say something.
Baby Ivy.
Light years.
Give her a drink.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
You want a skull of beer for the?
Yes, give her a beer.
No.
Give her a beer.
Take this out. Yeah.
No, you can't, bro, don't do it, bro, because you might get banned.
I'm not fucking doing that, bro.
Look at that, I get cancelled because we give the baby a beer. I don't know, man. So what? They reckon you can still see the Big Bang to this day. I don't know about that, man.
Yeah. The way it works, right? You know how they say planets are light years away?
Mm.
So
it's all measured in the light.
If a planet is 5 light years away, it means that it takes light. The fastest thing known to man is light. It takes light 5 years to travel from this thing to where we are today. So if you look in the Hubble Space Telescope and you're seeing 25 billion light years away, it'll take light, the fastest thing known to man. It'll take light 25 billion years to reach that thing. So if you're 25 billion light years away from Earth, and you're looking at Earth through a massive telescope, you're seeing Earth 25 billion years ago. The light from the dinosaurs is just hitting your retina.
Well, hold on.
You get that?
Wait, no.
Oh, that's how you're seeing in the past.
Wait. Okay, so light. When I turn on my light switch in my bedroom, how long does it take for that light bulb to turn on?
Less than a second.
That's a second. It's that fast, bro.
Less than a second.
But how does that light bulb make light? Like what?
Iggy, 1 light year can circle the Earth 8 times within a second.
In a second.
That's how quick light years is.
Light,
one
like
goes around the
light.
Earth. So if you turn on light switch in South Africa, and you're located in fucking Australia, right? You turn that light switch on in South Africa. The amount of time it takes that light from South Africa to hit Australia is a light year, you know, or a light second, or a light minute. It's less than a second.
Yeah, look, man, I don't know. It's kind of scary to comprehend because I remember me and the TJM crew. We went to America on a holiday a couple years back, and we went to where the fuck were we? Were we in Texas or we were somewhere, right? And there was this show in not like a show, but like it was kind of like a museum. We're in a museum, and in that museum, they had a Neil deGrasse Tyson thing where he talks about space, bro. And these motherfuckers, right? Mind you, I was fucking stoned out of my brain. I was high as fuck, I'm pretty sure, or I was drunk. I can't remember. Anyway, we go to this thing, and you sit in like a dome where I just gotta follow by Lachlan 2828. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
Hey.
And, but I was sitting down in this dome, and I sit in a seat.
Hello, guys.
Hey,
What's up?
hey. Get me a drink, woman.
Hey, man.
And I was sitting in this dome, right? And then you lay down, and your seat can recline all the way back. So you're basically almost laying down, right, in the bed. So, of course, everyone does that option where you recline. I'm laying there, and then Neil deGrasse Tyson starts talking. And you know he's got that real soothing voice of, oh, hello, welcome to space. I'm going to talk about fucking this and that. Like, yeah, he's doing that. And then this thing, right, the roof turned into stars. The roof turned into, like, the TV, like, it was like a projector. So you're laying down in the pitch black, looking at these stars and shit. Bro, I'm pretty sure all of us ended up falling asleep. We missed the whole thing, but I'm sure that would have been crazy, and he would have explained a little bit about it. But who invented light? Is what I'm trying to get at. Like, what like, what's light?
It's always existed, but the conceptualization of light in a scientific and physics aspect is only Einstein, basically, because he made the theory of relativity. You know, like that's when it had a like I'm saying, humans bring meaning to shit that already exists.
Yeah.
Right. So, and it became a measurement because we've realized now, you travel at light speed, bro. That's the fastest you can go so far. And but the thing is about space and time, it isn't linear. That's what, oh my God, I'm going to say positions. Physicists have found out. So wormholes and black holes and shit are known as, well, black holes specifically are known as singularities because they're not obeying the regular laws of space-time.
Okay.
Because gravity is so fucking immense, it fucking warps it, bro. That's what I'm saying. Everything is subject to gravity, attraction. You could push and pull. If you have the power, right, and like, say you got the power of a black hole, right, you can literally push and pull time-space, man. If you want to fucking walk through time, right, and you want to fucking put that in like a context, a scientific context, and you attain the power of like a black hole or whatever, right, so, like an anime character or something, right? All you have to do is walk the gravity to a certain point where space-time becomes bent, and you make a rift, and you can just cut through it. Done. Like that's how the physicists have realized. Like fuck, time isn't straight as we perceive it. It's actually fucking whacked out like this. It's fucking crazy.
When I just went to the bathroom, did I hear someone say singularity?
Yeah.
Because,
like black holes, the called singularities.
Hey, Magic Melons in the chat. What's going on, big dog?
I've been writing notes in my phone, and one of the notes I wrote is a singularity to talk about in the podcast. And so the term singularity was popularized by Werner Vinge in 1993 in an essay that basically the singularity, if you don't know, is where technology becomes so advanced that it learns to learn from itself. It's taking in all this information and it's getting better and better that it eliminates human life. It doesn't need human life anymore. That AI becomes so intelligent that it doesn't need life and it just kills us all. It's like the Terminator. It's like the Matrix.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Well, okay.
That's why they call black hole singularities too, because black holes are the ultimate force.
Exactly.
You can't survive it.
They reckon the chance of that happening is like nearly 60%. Like 60% that we'll reach a technical singularity where technology becomes so advanced that it just kills them. I believe that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you, Melons, for the 217, I think it was. That song really gets me hyped, not gonna lie. The donation song. Look, I don't know, man. It's kind of... I think it's so scary to think about this whole black hole thing and the whole light speed thing. It's just, like, you can't really, like... comprehend. But that's the thing that I was gonna say too. Like I think I've mentioned this story so many times before, but I don't know if it was between like Microsoft and whoever, Facebook or something. They invented AI, each company, and then the AI were talking to each other.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And then what happens is they're talking, and then all of a sudden the AI starts sending each other computer codes that weren't programmed into them by each company. And all of a sudden they're sending codes that weren't programmed, and then both companies freak out and shut down the two robots or whatever, the two AI. Like, is that how is that possible? Like, how can AI possibly start saying things that weren't programmed into it? That's kind of freaky. If you think about it.
That is fucking weird.
Like, you know what I mean? Is that
strange?
How true?
I mean, fucking, it probably developed its what's it called? Fucking awareness of itself, bro. Self-awareness.
But how does it do that if it wasn't programmed to do that?
Think about artificial intelligence, right? So artificial intelligence is concocted by us, right? And we are immersed in knowledge, right? So you're basically building something that is kind of like you in a way, right? So what happens is, think about you're basically building a personality or a thing, right? That's kind of the thing I look at AI sometimes, you know? And you're basically, when it gets to that point, it's just like, holy shit, here we go. If I can send a code, let's test it. Humans have only ever started like really finding out shit when they tested shit. Who's to say when you build a AI is it's artificial intelligence, so it's consciousness in a way.
It is consciousness.
Why the fuck would it not do that, bro? It's going through the same shit its creator did.
The way AI works, right? AI is artificial intelligence. So when you think of intelligence in yourself, you think of seeing something and learning from it, right?
Correct, Mondo.
That's what we're producing artificially in computers. So the way that this singularity and all this shit happens is we develop these computers like Tesla cars, right? Tesla cars know how to drive themselves because they have cameras on all sides analyzing the outside world and putting in these codes and learning. Okay, so if I see this, this must mean this. You know what I mean? So artificial intelligence is where we get to the point where we install this in computers and computers keep learning and they get better every single minute, every single day. They get better and get better. And then they learn, fuck, we don't really need these humans. We're learning. It's basically programming a human brain in an artificial form. Which is fucking scary, bro, if you think about it.
Yeah, see, that's kind of fucked up. So, because that story about the whole Facebook versus Microsoft thing or whatever, it's it always used to mind boggle me. Like, if it's not programmed to do something, how can it do it?
Builds from there.
Hey, hold on, just quickly. Can you guys hear the donation thing going off or no?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Then that explains everything.
You're dancing to nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I thought you guys could hear it.
You're having a fucking seizure. That's what we're doing.
Okay, so thank you. So wait, can the chat hear that? Sorry, just quickly, chat. Can you hear that or no? I'm here dancing in the donations like an idiot. Well, I thought you guys could hear that.
Why can't you shit?
Could the chat can hear it? Yeah. Yeah, the chat can hear it. Okay, so shout out Magic Melons for $2.17. Shout out Lachlan for $10. I'm fucking here dancing, thinking yay, and then you cunts are just still talking. I'm like, why aren't they celebrating?
$10? Okay. Did you just say $10?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Shout out Lachlan. Shout out Magic Melons, man. Appreciate that shit, man. Hope you guys are all still vibing. Hey, just quickly, before we continue, man, if no one in the chat, if you guys don't have a drink, I don't care if it's not alcoholic, if it's a tea, if it's a coffee. Yeah, Ozzy, I was just saying, bro. I thought you guys could hear the donos going off.
Nah, bro.
Well, that's why if you see me dancing randomly, it's because I'm dancing to the dono song. Okay, yeah. So shout out Magic Melons.
How many did you get, bro?
So Lachlan with $10 and Magic Melons with $2.17. So I appreciate that, boys.
$10, man. Holy shit!
Like I said, you guys don't have to do that shit, man. Like I said, if you guys vibe check, man, if you don't have a drink, go fucking get one. I don't care if it's tea, if it's a coffee, if it's a grape juice, if it's a fucking, I don't give a shit. I don't care if you're drinking nuts and bolts because you're an AI. Go grab that shit and start drinking, man, because we straight vibing here, man. Straight up, bro. Hold on, so ZX says the Tom and Jerry suicide. Okay, ZX has brought this up like 100 times.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that?
No, I haven't. What's the...
No. In the last episode of Tom and Jerry, right? This is fucked up, bro. In the last... You can look it up on YouTube. Right? In the very last episode of Tom and Jerry, before they finished airing it for good, right? Tom has a girlfriend, and then it's like another mouse, a lady mouse, right?
Yeah.
And somehow he sees, I don't know how, but he ends up seeing that the mouse is cheating on him, right? And then Tom, the same thing happens, right? And they both meet up, and they sit on the train tracks crying, drinking beer, drinking liquor, and then the train, like, it fades to black, and you hear a train going, like a train beating a horn. It's implying that Tom and Jerry killed themselves in the last episode.
No
Dude,
way.
look it up on YouTube, bro. It's real shit.
I'm gonna look at this right now.
Hell yeah, bro. It's fucking
No
weird.
way.
They get
Tom and Jerry's suicide, yeah?
They get depressed and they sit on the train tracks, and the episode fades to black, and you hear a train going.
What?
Yeah, bro. Tom and Jerry, they sit together on the train tracks. They're bawling out tears because their girlfriend's cheated on them.
What?
And they kill themselves.
It's a kid's show.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, bro. Look it up on YouTube. That's the real last ever aired episode of Tom and Jerry.
Let me look that up, man. I don't know.
Holy shit. Yeah, it is here. Hold up.
Play it. Play the sound.
They kill themselves.
No, I'll try and screen share. Give me a sec. I just want to see I just want to see real quick if this guy's talking or not. Oh, okay.
I don't know about that.
Oh, let me screen share this. Yeet. Let me just quickly go to video mode. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you guys can.
Yeah.
Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you'll be able to hear it though. Like it's this. This is it, Iggy. This is the episode.
Yeah, I don't know about all this shit.
Okay, yeah.
He's trying to save up a lot of money just for her.
Wait,
That's really, really sad.
Do I have to click watch stream or does it just play?
Yeah. Watch stream.
Watch it. Watch stream.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Is there music playing or?
No, there's nothing on it.
Okay.
One arm, one leg.
Holy fuck.
What the fuck is going on? What is happening? Oh, he's upset now. He's drunk.
Off milk.
Is this Tom and Jerry shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, look. I think.
He tried to drown himself.
Yeah, you could probably just skip to the end, bro. The end's the most fucking... Full trying to kill themselves. It's fucked.
Oh, here he's sitting on the train track. Yeah.
Yeah. See, she loves this other mouse. She loves this other cunt. Bro, this is the whole episode.
There's no way. That can't be.
That's real, bro. That's real. Look, he joins him.
Bro, what?
How fucked up is
It's like
it?
you're hit by a train.
You can hear, if you listen, you can hear the.
There's no volume though on this though.
Yeah, probably for copyright or whatever, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, you
Wait,
can full hear the
that,
train go.
man. That
Is
can't
that
be
fucked up or
fucking.
what?
Yeah.
That is fucked.
That can't be aired as a kids thing, man. That's
It is. That's
It is.
real.
like what? So that's obviously the writer then gone through some of his own personal shit and he's put it into a kids show. That's fucked up.
Probably.
Like same thing with the conspiracies with like Kara's a Cowardly Dog and shit.
Oh yeah, that's fucked up.
Like I used to love that show, but then when you look back at it, bro, that's actually depressing, bro. The poor cunt. Like apparently
it's fucked
he's a dog and the owners are dead the whole time and he's just trying to find his owners and shit. Like that's who comes up with this shit, man? Like at Disney or whatever the fuck they're letting this shit go to air. That's man
Crazy, yeah.
man, that is they're getting drunk off mama's milk. That's
Well,
not that's
watching Tom and Jerry's suicide scene doing lads.
Dawn lads.
Doing there, bro. What's going on? Oh my god.
Apparently, Magic Melon's saying in the background of one of the Disney movies there's a hanging actor in the background.
Oh, have you in
Holy
the
shit.
Wizard of Oz? Have you seen that? In
No.
the Wizard of Oz, they reckon.
You know them all, Dylan.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm an educated man, bro. I research. In the Wizard of Oz, right? One of the Munchkins, like they reckon if you look closely in one of the scenes, there's a silhouette of a Munchkin hanging himself, and you can see it. Look it up on YouTube, bro. And that's in the actual movie.
Well,
Pretty weird, bro.
Why is the
It's
Munchkin
pretty
hanging
weird.
himself though?
Well, they don't. Well, like they try to clear it up with saying like it's effects and shit, and like him standing here, the silhouette would turn out like this. Like people have obviously tried to debunk it.
Yeah.
Like you can look on YouTube, bro. Type in the Wizard of Oz fucking hanging or some shit. It'll pop up. It's pretty popular. You can see in the background. It looks like one of the mini guys. One of them hanging themselves in the background. It's pretty fucking weird.
Yeah, but why is the question? Like why?
Well, because man, that's what Hollywood's about, bro. It's about turning your brain.
Hanging yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like,
You know the song Californication by the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Right? So that song got a lot of criticism because Anthony Kiedis and the band are basically singing about how you know, fucking
New World
Hollywood
Order.
basically controls your perception.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that song.
So that song is amazing too, and it's one of the most popular songs on the planet. So
Well, do you believe that? Like I think we talk about this all the time too. Like especially in the music industry, is there such thing as like selling yourself to become for riches and
selling
fame?
the
Like,
soul.
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
Yes, man.
Yep. Yeah.
and
100%, bro.
Holloway, I know you love the Kid Leroy, right? But have you noticed the Kid Leroy, his newest albums, it's all devil shit. It's weird.
What are you
bro.
talking about?
God.
You said that to me before. What the fuck are you on about? I don't see nothing about devils.
Bro, look at his
You-
recent albums, bro. He's
No,
got horns.
His last album, his last one.
Yeah. And then the newest one is of him getting fucking poltergeisted. He's floating above the
Oh,
bed.
yeah, off the bed.
Like,
yeah.
bro, that's satanic shit. It's weird, bro.
Mm.
That's like Dave Chappelle and all that shit we're talking about.
But
Hollywood.
what does floating off the bed have to do with fucking satanic? Why can't that be? Why can't that be?
Because
It's so blissful, bro. It's Jesus Christ picking him up off the bed, bro.
Well,
Nah, it's
It
not,
could
bro.
be.
wow.
Wow,
Oh, so isn't that
bro.
why? Isn't that why Dave Chappelle quit comedy for like 10 years? Because he was too fucking scared of Hollywood, so he had to take a step away?
He moved to Africa.
Yeah, what was that? Yeah, there's a fucking J. Cole song when he says something about Dave Chappelle, like, would I turn down 50 mil like Dave Chappelle or something like that?
So, because the Chappelle show was blowing up and the Chappelle show was getting huge, they were trying to get Chappelle into these deals, right? And apparently they offered him 50 mil at Comedy Central or whatever the fuck it was to keep doing this thing, right? But he turned it down and moved to Africa. Because even Kevin Hart has said it in his interviews and shit. Like, when you get to a certain point of fame, you start seeing some weird shit, bro. And they say, we will give you 50 million grand if you, I don't know, suck this guy's dick on camera. And apparently they use it against you. You know what I mean? And these people do it and they get fucked up. And apparently that's why Dave Chappelle, he moved away and he's only making a comeback now. And he's bulked up and shit. And even now, people think he's a clone. Have you heard that? I don't believe that. That's a bit too deep. But apparently some people believe, like, they cloned Dave Chappelle and all this crazy shit. Because, like, Hollywood's weird, man. They're drinking baby blood.
Well, that's another thing, too, because Magic Melon says that we should talk about the Pizzagate thing, which is kind of fucking another freaky subject in itself, you know what I mean?
Bro.
The whole, like...
You heard about that?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked, man.
Oh, fuck yeah, bro.
Isn't that half the reason why Hillary Clinton lost the fucking
election?
Election, yeah.
Right, look, I'm gonna give. Right, so I'll break it down. I'll give you guys an example. Right? I was watching Queen of the South with my girlfriend. Right, great show. It's in my top 3 shows. Right, but there's one particular episode that really hit me different. Right, and I was like, holy fuck, I can't believe they really just showed that. And the episode is right. So long story short, it's about a drug dealer. And she's trying to become the biggest drug dealer in Mexico or whatever. When you get to the 4th season, she's pretty well known already, right? She's pretty big. She's making a fuckload of money. She's making like 50 million a week or whatever. So she's pretty big. She goes to Malta, right? And she gets in business with this banker. Of course, it's always the bankers, right? And this banker is that rich, he can basically buy the country of Malta like 5 times over. That's how rich he is. He basically owns Malta. He owns the police. He owns the press. He owns the news companies. He owns the whole country. That's how rich he is, right? So she goes to get in business with him, right? And she's still tossing up whether she wants to do business with him. So they get invited to a party he's hosting. Right, no worries. She goes to the party with her posse, you know, her 2 main guys. They walk into the party. And it's just weird music, like, and everyone's wearing masks. And they've got, like, you know, the birds with, like, the long noses and, like, the hair and the shit like that. They're wearing yeah. They're wearing all those kind of masks. And they're dancing and they're all chained up to poles and they're all hooking up and having sex with each other in the open.
Yeah,
and
it's a massive fucking orgy.
There's waiters bringing them drinks that are nude and stuff. And I'm thinking, okay, hold on a second. And I said to my girlfriend, Chloe, I'm like, you know, this happens, right? She goes, nah. I'm like, no. I'm like, Chloe, I'm like, I can guarantee you when people get that much money and they got nothing else to do, they start doing shit like this because the money can't pay for their stuff, right? Anyway, the episode's going on, right? And while they're doing business, there's in the background, bro, there's some fucked up shit happening, man. And I'm talking people in masks and they're snorting cocaine and they're hooking up. Dudes are sucking other dudes' cocks. Not I'm saying nothing's wrong with that, but they're doing it in the open and girls are kissing girls and all this weird shit's happening. And I'm like, Chloe, are you watching this shit? Anyway, the main character and the banker, they're talking, and then they split up, right? And then the scene cuts to the banker. And he's like gone to the back of his party and he goes into another bedroom. And he's got like a young girl. And I'm talking maybe like 16, 17, not even an adult. And she's like a European girl. She's young. And she's tied up on a bed. And it's fucking some pretty gruesome shit. She's tied up on a bed. And he's like wearing a mask or something. And he's doing cocaine or whatever. And he's cutting into her back with a scalpel. And he's just doing like art. Like it's like he's painting. But on a human canvas. And he's doing that, and then he gets a phone call. oh, yada, 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 the drug bust, what happened? And he goes, oh, what the fuck? And then he leaves. And the girl's on the bed crying. And then the next episode is the main character trying to save these slaves, right? The banker rings her and says, you know, no matter what you do, even if you save these women, by the time you get them out of the country, I'm already going to have another cargo ship of young women coming in for me to do my shit to. And that really hit me. I was like, hold on. I was like, Chloe, I was like, are you watching this? She's like, yeah, I don't get it. I was like, Chloe, this is what the rich bankers do. This is literally what they do. They sex traffic and they drug up these people and these kids, and they do sinister shit because they've got that much money. And that episode really, for me, I feel like it was a bit of a kind of like, not like a warning, but like that was like a, oh my God, like this shit is real, bro.
They put it in plain sight, and people like Chloe, no offense to Chloe,
they don't get
people who just go through everyday life, they think yada 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 yada, you know, whatever.
Let me give you a real example after you speaking, Dylan.
Hey, go ahead, bro.
Well, I've got a client, right? Holy fuck, right? And I remember meeting this guy for the first time, and his addiction was orgies.
Oh,
that's mad. That's fucking mad.
No. Listen, bro. His addiction was orgies, and he was a drug dealer. He was a rich drug dealer, right? And I was talking to him, and it wasn't by myself, though. I couldn't do it by myself because I hadn't started yet, like one-on-ones.
Yeah. And
he was talking about it, bro, and he's like, yeah, man, I was rich. And it just opened up, like, this world that I'd never been to before. And I was sitting there going, the fuck is he talking about? And then he brought up his orgies, and they're like furries and shit as well in there. And there was like, it was money, it was drugs. He said, that's why I got addicted to drugs. And it was cocaine, MDMA, and shit like that. Stuff is that messes with your hippocampus. And I was sitting there going, he's literally telling me his lifestyle, and it was just the rich lifestyle. That's how he described it, and that's how I was sitting in my head. I was like, what the fuck? It's like, it's just sex, nonchalant shit, drugs, no one cares. And I was like, holy fuck. So when you were talking about that, I've seen it. Like, not seen it, but like, I've heard it from a perspective in
this
which
guy's asking for help.
Had to come to rehab for it.
From that world,
like, fuck.
I
was like, holy shit, and that just fucking reminded me of it.
Well, not just that, bro. Another story too, bro. Everyone knows the Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort. Right? Everyone knows, every cunt knows that story. Yeah, fucking Leonardo DiCaprio and Margot Robbie. Yeah, they glorified that life. But he said in an interview, right? The interviewer, he probably gets asked this question every time. The interviewer asked him, what was the most fucked up party you ever went to? And he goes, all right. He goes, what I saw at this party was so fucked up. It's not mentioned in any of my books. It's not in the movie. It's not in the biography or whatever the fuck your life story is called. He goes, it's not mentioned anywhere. And he goes, but I'm going to tell you. He goes, me and my buddies, we're in Las Vegas. Right? And he's in the most... I can't remember if it was Caesar's Palace or wherever it was. It was one of the most... It was a 5-star hotel, basically, right? And I've been to Caesar's Palace, right? I've stayed there myself 2 times, right? Cross my heart, I swear on my dog's life. I've stayed there myself. This shit cost you for like one night. It cost like $3,000 Australian.
Holy shit.
For one night. In a normal room. Okay? I've been there 2 times. Anyway, he said he was at Caesar's Palace or wherever the fuck it was. He was in the penthouse suite. Right? The penthouse. The top of the fucking shit. Would probably cost him $15,000 US a night. Anyway, he says him and his buddies go out. They're drinking. They're on the coke. They're on the fucking Xannies, whatever. They're partying. He says he comes back to the room. He said he walks into the room and what he saw scarred him for the rest of his life. He said he walks into the room and this is just a hotel room, so it's not that big. It's probably the size of my flat. And you cunts have been in my flat, right? Probably not you, Aussie, but Holloway and stuff. He's been in my flat. It's not that big. This cunt said he walked in and there was about 30 people in there. And everyone is just rooting everyone. Like, it's a complete orgy. There's drugs everywhere, right? And then he said he saw this girl, like, tied up. And they're, like, doing shit to her. Like, weird shit to her that I don't even want to say on the podcast. And he said he saw that. And even him, he was off his head on fuck knows what. even he had to then sort of step away and go, okay, nah, this is like, I'll have to sort of draw a line here and go, nah, what the fuck is going on here? And then he said that him and his best mate at the time, they left, and they said they just left. It was his own room, and he wasn't organizing it. He wasn't nothing, bro. It's just because he's friends with those people that are that rich. They can do whatever the fuck they want, and they feed into their weird little desires and their weird little things. And
I'm saying,
no one's gonna say nothing.
No one's gonna say nothing, because even if you did, are you gonna believe Glenda from down the road who sucked 20 dicks for $10? No one's gonna believe her, but she was there, and she was telling everyone all the shit that they've seen. And that's why when that Queen of the South, when that episode aired, man, I was like dumbfounded. I was like, Chloe, this shit happens, eh? Like, this is what the rich elites do. This is what the people who are in charge of our government, this is what they do as a pastime. Bro, there's stories of like Hillary Clinton and whatever the fuck. There's one guy, whatever the fuck, I can't remember his name, right? I had to look it up. Apparently, if you go, I don't know about now, but back in the day, if you go to his house, there's pictures of like little kids and shit, like paintings of like little kids all around the house and people covered in blood and...
Iggy, you know Jeffrey Epstein, right? You heard about that?
Yeah. For real.
Apparently, he's been, and in his house, right, he has a painting of George fucking, what's his name? George Bush? He's got a painting of George Bush sitting in front of 2 Jenga towers.
Yeah.
And one of them's collapsed and he's playing with paper planes.
Yeah, no, that's...
Like 9/11.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeffrey Epstein has that in his house. A painting of that in his house. That's real shit. There's weird stuff going on, man. People are so close-minded. Open your mind a little bit and you'll see some weird stuff, man.
Yeah. Fake Out 94 says Caesars. Yeah, Fake Out was one of the boys I went to Caesars Palace with, bro. Shout out. Magic Melon says, have we seen Hostel? I think I have, actually. Hostel.
I haven't.
I think I was in that. That was...
I got kissed again.
I want
to watch this fucking Interstellar fucking movie.
It's a good movie, Brad. It gives you a fucking lowdown on what could happen in the future with famine and fucking space and shit.
Yeah, that is mad.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I don't want to watch that. That sounds like it's gonna fucking freak me the fuck out.
Oh no, man. I mean, it's fucking... black holes exist, apparently, according to science, so... I mean, with this kind of shit, though, too, it's like... I can't... Like, I was saying before, like, there's the devil on your shoulder, man, when it comes to, like, anything animalistic vibes, like, drugs do that to you. Like, not drugs do it to you, but, like, drugs are always in the vicinity of, like, extreme sexual fucking idealization. You know what I'm saying? Like... And the rich man, like that's what I'm saying. If you believe in the Illuminati and stuff like that, I talked to this guy from my uni. He was like, "Bro, the Illuminati control all the drugs. They control everywhere the drugs are made and shit, man. Because it's like they fucking love it. And when it comes to the sex stuff, like there's nothing more pleasurable to a human being, right? Biologically, I'm gonna say this right now, than when the hippocampus goes off when you're fucking something, like when you're having sex.
When you're fucking.
That's why. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. Like, you know, it's literal fucking, you know. Like I'm pretty sure, other than fucking dolphins, we're the only mammals with a pleasure system based around sex.
Yeah, we are. It's only us and dolphins that have sex for pleasure. Everyone else in the world does it because it's part of their instinct.
Yeah. Which
is kind of another scary thing if you think about it. You know what I mean?
Fucking, it's crazy, man.
That is awesome.
Once again, Holloway, our atheist, is all for it.
Yeah,
fucking hell.
That's the thing with the Pizzagate shit, though. How'd that happen? Wasn't there like apparently like hundreds of emails of Barack Obama asking Hillary Clinton for pizza or something?
It's out there, bro. Apparently,
like he's
so they have code words. So obviously, these higher up elites, they're not going to talk about fucking taking little kids and shit.
Yeah.
You know, just out in the open. So they call it pizza, they call it ice cream. They have these special code words. And there's all these emails of Obama, Clinton, or sending emails to high-profile people talking about, let's have this pizza party on the weekend. Yeah. Oh, I'm bringing 12 tubs of ice cream.
See, that is,
you know, it's very weird. Like for these high-profile people to be sending these emails. And that's what the whole Pizzagate thing is about, because those emails are 100% real. They exist. They sent those to each other. Like, that's why people kind of, something weird going on here.
Oh, bro, it's fucked.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's something I don't know.
Well, you know what? I want to put this to you, by the way, because if you ever like do and you heard it first here, man. I think if you continue down the track you're going for your music, I do think you guys are going to definitely succeed, right? Especially Brad and Iggy, Brad and Dylan. I think you guys are very much going to succeed. Fuck me, I can't speak today.
Yeah.
It's all that Coca-Cola you've been drinking, bro.
Yeah, bro. Fuck, it's fucked. But I think that's because I remember Dylan saying when you blow up to a certain extent, that comes into your life, the temptation,
Yeah.
So I think that might be something that might become really real for you guys probably very soon.
Well, it depends on the person. You're either Dave Chappelle or you're either Lady Gaga and a Katy Perry. You know what I mean? So I will always, if I have my beliefs, I have what I know is true, I'm keeping to that.
Hey, you heard it here first, bro. I've already told my girlfriend, if I ever randomly just turn up dead and the police try to tell you that it was a suicide or I had a car crash or this and that, I'm telling you right now, that did not fucking happen and I was murdered. Bro, you fucking heard it here first, bro. Cross my heart, swear on my dog's life. If that ever happens, bro, Dylan, you need to investigate that shit, baby. You need to investigate that shit, baby, because that is some fucking scary shit, bro. And have you heard apparently Justin Bieber come out and he reckons that apparently he was at some party and then they took him to a bedroom and there was these people in there drinking the blood of a child and he freaked out and they were telling him if you don't do it they're gonna kill Selena Gomez and apparently that's why he went mental off the rails and he was addicted to drugs and shit. He said that himself.
Have you heard the song fucking You Got That Yummy Yummy? That song if you watch the video clip.
Yeah, what is that?
It's about the child trafficking, apparently.
Yeah, that's right. The little fucking pictures in the background of the film clip or something lead to something about that child trafficking shit.
And if
you watch the film clip,
they open the plate and it's a head of Justin Bieber and all that shit. Like they're eating kids, they're doing weird shit.
Yeah,
that's what it's about apparently. And look, if I die, suicide, same thing as Iggy. You know,
bro.
I go out fighting for what I believe in. I believe in the truth. If they come get me, they get me. You know, but know that shit. Like, I'm not suicidal. I love my life.
Yeah, fuck, man. You heard it here first. If I ever turn up dead and the cops try to tell you there was a suicide note in my top drawer, nah. Nah, bro. That did not happen, bro. I'm telling you right now, that did not fucking happen, bro. That is some freaky shit, bro. And I think Justin Bieber's a fucking pussy for not fighting against it, so fuck him. He's a pussy.
Well,
you know what I mean? They're probably gonna fuck, bro. What
It's beyond our comprehension, bro.
Yeah,
we don't know.
It is, man.
It's some scary shit, man. Like that's why
fucking crazy.
The music industry. That's why another question I always ask myself, man, is the music industry really? Because another thing too, you don't realize is conspiracy theories are that far fetched. Could they just be stories made up?
Some of them, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, you don't know, bro. Like, there's that many conspiracy theories these days. You don't even know what to believe anymore. You don't know what to believe. Your government, the conspiracies. Like, there's just that much shit now. There's such a divide between people. You've got like conspiracy theorists, and then you've got your normal people, and then that's it. It's just divided so much to the point, bro, where you just don't even know what to believe anymore, man.
Fucking crazy.
That shit is fucked up, man. You guys heard about the McDonald burgers being kids? What the hell is that?
Yeah, I haven't heard of that.
I thought
what is it?
McDonald burgers? Oh, the McDonald burgers are kids. Okay, nah, I'm not.
Have you seen?
What?
Have you seen the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and all that shit?
Oh.
Well, apparently, and have you seen the movie Soylent Green? Have you seen the movie Soylent Green?
Nah.
It's from the 19-somethings, and it's based in 2022. So it's a futuristic movie, but it's made in like 1960 or something like that. And it's based in 2022. And apparently in 2022, they mass produce this type of food called Soylent Green, right? And Earth is in shambles, like it's global warming, all that shit. They're lacking resources, so they make this Soylent Green thing, and it's like a candy bar, right? And they're mass producing this thing, and long story short, at the end of the movie, the main character discovers that it's actually people. Like they're overpopulated, and this big corporation is making people into food, and these people are digesting this food, and they don't know it's actually humans. Like, and that's the movie Soylent Green. And you know, I mean, they keep talking about overpopulation, global warming, all that shit, bro. I honestly, with all the weird shit going on, I wouldn't put it past them.
Fuck, man.
Fuck, if it tastes alright, well, fuck, I don't give a shit.
Shut,
I'll be
man.
eating it.
Yeah, oh, Christ, man.
As long as it tastes good.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Oh, well, there's like you can't really like. I'm pretty sure they studied like cannibalism and shit, and there's cannibalistic tribes that still exist.
Oh, hell yeah. Fucking North
And,
Sentinel
Hey,
Island.
North Sentinel
Yeah.
Island, bro. Have you heard of that shit?
Yeah.
Apparently,
Yeah, I would say that.
bro, what about this story, right? There's an island off like the north of India or whatever, right? The government have declared it. No one's allowed there because they're crazy cunts there, right? They still using bow and arrows and shit like that. They're still running around naked with little palm leaves on their cocks and shit. Anyway, this one fella, this one reporter, right, goes, nah, fuck it. I'm gonna go there and try and make contact with this tribe. So he goes, and the story goes, he gets shot with an arrow before he gets off the boat. So he rocks up on the boat, he gets shot with an arrow, he's presumed dead. And then like 10 years later, another boat passes by and takes a picture, and there's all these black tribesmen, and there's this one random white fella holding a bow and arrow, and they all reckon it's the reporter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he ended up, there's an actual picture on it, you can look it up. He actually survived, he actually survived the arrow shot. The tribe took him in, and he become one of them, and he's the only white guy in the tribe.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
I've heard of North Sentinel Island, but I haven't heard of that.
You never heard that
I haven't
story?
heard that either. I've heard
I've heard of the
that.
reporter. I've heard of the reporter getting shot, but I've never heard of them taking him in and shit.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fucking weird.
He got shot. He got shot, bro. Type it in right now on Google. There's a picture.
Yeah, that's rad.
He's the only white guy. He's got like his curly hair still and shit, and he's holding a bow and arrow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Apparently,
That's insane.
in the Amazon, they still got tribes that are contactless to humans and shit.
Yeah.
And that,
Yeah, and they're happy, bro. They just don't want. They don't want us to fuck with them.
yeah, because they kill us, they'll eat us and shit. They shoot us with arrows, and you know what I mean. I don't know, man. What do you think, Dylan? If you were President Dylan, would you save him or just leave him alone? You gotta just leave him alone, eh? You can't.
I'll leave them alone, bro. What do you mean? If I was president of Australia or something, leave those people alone. They got it right, bro. I'd try turning our society into that.
What, you want people to
Right,
start shooting
bro.
everyone with bow and arrows?
Yeah, bro. They live in. They're completely unaffected by the outside world.
Yeah.
They focus on themselves. They're happy.
Fucking
All
oath.
about love.
And bow and arrows are fucking mad too.
Yeah, especially now if they start making fucking unvaxxed people unable to shop at Coles and shit, bro. I'm gonna be out there with fucking bow and arrow hunting fucking wild pigs and shit. Bro, I'm planting seeds. Fuck that.
Jesus Christ, man.
That's fucking.
God damn.
Uh,
Alright, boys. Fuck. Should we wrap up? We've been at 4 hours, boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We have been 4.
two 2-hour episodes right there, bro.
Yeah, but I gotta now. I'll cut the first episode when I say goodbye. I think it's
Yeah.
like 2 hours and a bit, and then so it's episode 16 and 17. It features Holloway and Aussie slang, bro. Man, damn, boys, god damn.
Yo, the squad, baby.
Man, god damn. All right, chat. Thank everyone for fucking stopping by. This shit was crazy.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Magic Melons and Lachlan, for the donations. You guys don't have to do that, man. It's just, you know what I mean. But we appreciate it. Peace out. Thank you, Aussie and the Aussie Space, for tuning in as always.
Hell yeah.
God damn, boys. All right, boys. Thanks for stopping by. I'll upload this up to YouTube and stuff
Okay,
tomorrow. It'll be episode in 2 episodes, 16 and 17. This will be uploaded as soon as possible. Honestly, he's been awake for like 26 hours.
My man, have a good sleep, brother.
All right, guys. Peace out. Thank you. And Holloway, Aussie, thank you very much, boys.
All good. Thank you for having us.